So you buy a dinner for $100. If you don't pay that off, now it becomes $130. Hey, they charge $65 and now that $65 is theirs. No, bitch.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, $100,000 in credit card debt. Without any further ado, let's jump right in.
I racked up another $100,000 in debt. And that $100,000 came really easy because my credit cards were at like a 30% interest rate, right? So you buy a dinner for $100. If you don't pay that off, now it becomes $130, right? And it did not hit me that that's how credit cards work. I know that sounds stupid. I went to law school. People are like,
so $100,000 on credit card debt. That makes you think, is it worth it to go to school and spend that much money? And then another thing, you should always think interest will be charged with the monthly amount. So you spend $100 and it's 35 or 30, 20, whatever the percent is gonna be charged with whatever you owe. So like she said in the video, $100 and it's at 30%, it's gonna be $130 every month until you pay it off. Which makes it really hard to pay it off because it's $100,000. It's just crazy amount of money. And then plus you're going to school, racking up loans, student loans on top of your regular bills and the credit card bill. That's why a lot of people will end up in bankruptcy. $100,000, it's a lot of money. It could be a house. I mean, here in Puerto Rico, it could definitely be a house.
okay, but with finances. Same thing with waxing. You know how to wax and disinfect. That doesn't mean you know finances, right? They just think that, hey, they charge $65 and now that $65 is theirs. No, bitch. But that $65 doesn't belong to you. X goes to taxes. X goes to overhead. X goes to your rent. You know, they don't understand that that's the way it works. That's what's missing in a lot of education. Or anybody can open a wax shop. Truly, anybody can open up a wax shop.
But not do it right, though.
But not do it right.
So you're talking about different stores as well as the credit card debt. So $100,000 and you go to school, you racked up the debt, you racked up student loan debt, credit card bills, the credit debt on top of your regular bills. So it's just a lot of money to be in debt. You gotta be smart about this, guys. Reduce your debt, increase your income, you're gonna be just fine.
I had a client who's making $280K a year who cried on her first call with me because she had almost $100,000 in credit card debt that no one knew about. Not her husband or her friends, and definitely not her colleagues. Hey, I'm Rachel. I'm a financial coach who helps high-income earners master their money so they can pay off credit card debt. Hit the follow button if that sounds good to you. I know that 50% of you are judging her very hard right now, and the other 50% of you know exactly how a person might find themselves in this.
If you make a lot of money, you do have a bunch of expensive, not just that, just regular expenses, you should always hire a financial coach or just go on YouTube. It's not the best place to go and ask for advice, but you can actually find financial advisors in here that they can help you out. They have emails out, they have different, businesses out here that you can just email them and get info. Because you make so much money doesn't mean you're gonna be good with the money. Because if you keep on spending money, even $1 million, but actually every month you make $1 million and $1 million goes out, you're broke, you don't have any money. Your debt are way higher than your income. And that's how people get into credit card debt. Credit debt, they just have the card, they just swipe it, and they'll be like, I'm gonna pay it later, don't worry about it, I'm getting paid, I'm getting some bonus money, and something else happened. I'm critical about the emergency fund. You should always have an emergency fund. And most of you guys know Dave Ramsey. He's all into $1,000 emergency fund, which I really don't agree with him. $1,000 nowadays, in today's date, it's not even, it's about $100. If you put four brand new tires in your car, there goes at $1,000. It won't last you a day. So make your calculations, get 5 checks, 6 checks, save them, and make that the emergency fund. If you have an emergency fund, it's way easier to pay down debt, especially credit card debt, which are the highest in interest rate. And that's how people get into the bankruptcy. I went to bankruptcy and I'm not ashamed. I said it before in previous videos. I'm not against it. It helped me out. I learned a lot from it, educated myself through the years, watching videos on YouTube, how to manage my credit cards now, how to manage my loans, just my regular debt. And you use them, you pay them off. That's how you build credit. That's how you take care of the points and advantage of the points, traveling, cashbacks, whatever you guys are into. And you keep your money to yourself and you can use it and you don't owe nobody your money. You don't owe anybody. It's your whole money. And you keep the credit card good standing, low balance, preferably you pay them off in full at the end of the month. and you guys are gonna be just fine.
In fact, it is a surprisingly common scenario that we hear about, and I know precisely what led to where she is today. It usually starts with a 0% balance transfer to alleviate some of the pressure on the debt, and then something comes up and the old card gets used, and before you know it, you've run up the old card. Then from there, this process tends to proceed. You take out a personal loan to clear the credit cards, run the credit cards back up, maybe you do another balance transfer, you use a tax refund, a 401k loan, and by the time you're done with it, you could have 6 figures of debt. This is far more common than you think.
And just like she said, you want to pay it off really fast, and somebody comes over, credit consumer loan person company comes over, and they'll be like, if you take a loan for the whole amount, you just pay all your credit cards and you pay us back, and then you only take one, but that one wasn't enough, and you go ahead and get a second one, a third, fourth, a fifth one. And then within the year, you're way deep in debt. You didn't clear out the whole credit cards. And if you did, they're all back up. You've been using them as well because the loans are not sufficient. They're not enough to pay pay the debt. And you're gonna end up using the credit cards again. And then you're gonna have the credit card debt, consumer loan, some other loans. You might wanna dip into your 401k, and you're gonna, take a bunch of money out that you will not recover quick. It's gonna take years for you to get that money back. If you've been playing it out, having your money all over the place in your 401k, you're playing it out, trying to make some money, and you take that amount, it's gonna take years for you to get it back, and then it's gonna hurt you. Because then you dip into your 401k, could be your retirement fund, and now you're way in debt, and you ain't gonna end up in bankruptcy. I didn't went through that, thank God. I didn't took a bunch of loans, none of that. I had a job, had to go through some issues. It was an expensive place, and I had to use it. So mine was a little, I don't wanna make myself being the good guy out there that I just wanna get in bankruptcy and just get rid of all my, no, it's just not that. It's just, I had to do it because I don't have any option at that point. But these people, they do have the option. They make a lot of money, but they just keep spending and spending money. And guys, that's not the way to do things. I keep saying in previous videos, we have to be wise with our money.
Though, is despite all of that debt, this client should still have over $2,000 of extra cash every month to help her pay down that debt. The thing is she's throwing it all at the debt right now, and it simply isn't working. It's not bringing her balances down. Between the minimums and the overpayments, she's paying close to $4,000 a month. That's like $48,000 a year, and the debt isn't budging. Now, she thinks it's because of interest, but the truth is it's because she lacks systems. Building those systems is one of the primary things that we teach inside of our financial coaching programs, and I just gave a free webinar called How to Pay Off Your Credit Card Debt Without Sacrificing Your Lifestyle. So if you see yourself in some of the things that I've just mentioned in this video, comment the word replay to get a free copy of the replay of the webinar.
Obviously, she's a financial coach, so she can help anybody out. That's true. She's paying $2,000 a month towards the debt, and it's not going down. It's not going down because probably her lifestyle is way higher. A person that makes $50,000 versus a person that makes $500,000 or $1 million have very different lifestyles. The rich one probably has 4, 5, 6 cars, 2 or 3 houses, boats, skis, bikes, and a bunch of things. Versus the person that makes $50,000 might have a vehicle, a house, a couple loans, just a little regular lifestyle. It could make a difference in between them. For instance, the person that makes $50,000 could probably throw $1,000 a month because the debt should be way less than the one that makes $1 million. And she probably has a lot of money, and that's why the debt is not going down. $2,000 or even $4,000 a month. If your debt is over 6 figures, it's not going down. You have to find different ways to bring it down quickly, really quickly, or just somehow switch careers and have a bonus coming up or something like that, and just get rid of it once and for all. In one try, just get rid of the whole debt. And that could take time. People could get depressed, frustrated, or just give up and be like, hey, I will never be able to pay this off, so I might as well just use my cards and keep breaking debt. And somehow I managed to find something or a different way or something. And that's not the way it goes.
I'm $100,000 in debt, and people are asking why, and I'm going to give you guys the breakdown. And also for all my new followers, I want to give you guys an update of what happened. I did make a video about this 2 months ago, and people of course are asking, where's the product? So I own an online e-commerce brand, and that requires product. And I know a guy really well, and he said, hey, I have a deal that's in Korea, and I need the money up front. And it's a lot of money up front. Like, I'm not going to disclose the full amount, but it's enough to buy a house. And I was like, all right, cool. So I wired him about 75% of the money, and then the rest of the money, I put it on my credit card, okay?
But why would you do that? Why would you put a bunch of money on your credit card? I mean, I'm speechless. That's a lot of money put on the credit card. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to hear from you guys down in the comments. Would you guys put that much amount of money on the credit card? It's just crazy. I don't even like higher limits. I believe $2,000, maybe $10,000 the most. The highest could be or should be the best credit line you should have. Well, you should need. If you go above $10,000, for me, it's you're gonna make a mistake. Something's gonna happen. You're gonna go crazy in the limits. Whatever you see, you wanna buy it, and then you're gonna be in debt really deep. Putting money on your credit card on a project somewhere else, for me, it's insane. It's insane. I would never do that.
They were supposed to come, like all the product was supposed to come last year in December, because I wired him in like November. We're in March now. Like the first quarter is almost over, and I still don't have the product. And the reason why is because the tariffs for the US is of course a lot more stricter than it was before. So instead of it just arriving at the port and then custom checks it and then it's good to go, then it ships directly to me. Now they have checkpoints where every single checkpoint that the railroad has, the customs, I think, has to check it every single time.
And if they check it every single time, they're gonna charge you more money. And if the tariffs are higher, they're gonna keep charging you more money, because until that product gets to the States, they're gonna continue stopping from checkpoint to checkpoint, and that's in 24 hours, the tariff will change. They're gonna become more expensive, and you're gonna have to be paying that money in every single stop. Remember guys, he put it on a credit card, not your own money, not some money that you have saved up, not something that you could just sell and then pay for it. No, he put it on the credit card that is already accruing interest rate. Every single day that passes, he owes more money. He has to pay more money in tariffs and interest, interest every month. I want to see how this ends up. This video ends because it's insane.
And the update is it's supposed to arrive this week. It's been in Dallas for like the past 2 weeks, but they haven't gone through the last exam. And after that exam, it's supposed to come to me. They say it's coming, like they're gonna pass the exam this week, but I don't know, man. It's been there for 2 weeks, so yeah, that's the update. But yeah, follow me, because after this product comes in, I will start to sell it, and then I'm able to pay off my credit card debt much more faster. But it's tough, man. It's tough to not have any cash flow for 3 months, but that's the cost of business, y'all.
No cash flow for 3 months, and he has a debt on a credit card. Guys, this is just insanity. I would never do this. I might as well not be in any business. If I had to use my credit card to pay up front, not get the product on time, no cash flow, I'm not making money, I'm losing money. And he said that he went to get the product, sell it, and that way he will start making money to pay off his credit card. It's insane. It's way too much money, and by the time he gets the product, he already paid a bunch of money in tariff. He's gonna sell the product, and hopefully he'll make money back, and hopefully he'll make it quickly so he can pay the credit card off. If not, and if you use American Express, they're not credit cards, they're charge off cards, so you have to pay them off every single month. You can get in the bank in the American Express jail system that they can bring your limit down, or they can ban you from the bank for a few years, and it's just crazy, guys. You do not want to go into business using the credit card as a funding method. Guys, we gotta be smart about the money. We should know better. That's it, guys, for today's video. Hope you guys like it. Please leave the comment down below and tell me, guys. Tell me in the comments, will you guys use a credit card to fund a business? And how much money do you guys think it's smart to start a business using a credit card? Thank you, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.